How is the Bvlgari Serpenti watch actually made? Honestly, we're only getting an answer to this if we go to Switzerland. So we hopped on a plane and we hopped on a train, and guys, look how snowy the drive is here. And we made it to the Bvlgari corporate headquarters. Here's a little preview for you guys. They just released these watches yesterday. And you know these watches, you love these watches. So the newness about them is really that they have an automatic movement now. Anyway, the entire watchmaking process actually starts in this man's room. This is Bvlgari's creative director, Fabrizio Buonamassa. It's so incredible how he can have an idea in his head, translate it onto paper, and then fully flesh it out via sketch. Once Fabrizio and his team approve an idea, it'll go into production. So we're getting our lab coats on because the process starts with making the watch case. So it starts with a team of engineers, and they'll program how a machine should cut into a slab of metal in order to produce this watch case. Once the case is made, it's taken into the polishing room. Guys, how cool is this? This robot was programmed by a polisher's arm. You can see they're really still, subtle movements. We have a little before and after. This is the case when it first comes out of the cutting machine, and then this is after the robot polish, but then it goes in for another round of hand polish. If there are diamonds on the watch, especially if they're intricate like this snow set one, it'll go to a gem setter, and you can really see how small of a scale they're working on when they're setting these diamonds. And so after the cases are made, we'll move on to making the movement for inside the watch. It starts out with kind of the same process. There's a full team of engineers. They'll build the watch digitally, program it, test it for things like airflow, and once that's finalized, they'll send it to be manufactured. Again, everything is cut out from these little slabs of metal, but you can really see how small the parts can be. So to do that, they actually use this little wire. It's barely visible on screen, but also in person. And this machine will send an electric current through it, clamping down on the piece of metal, and that's how they can make these tiny, tiny cuts. There's an engineer monitoring where the wire's cutting, and once it's cut out, pieces go in for a microscopic level of polishing. How crazy. And then a team of watchmakers will assemble the movement. And so once there's a fully assembled movement and a fully produced case, that goes back to the headquarters, and there's another team who will put them together. It's so incredible to see the skill level of every person contributing to make just one watch. And so I guess now we know exactly how a Bvlgari Serpenti watch is made.